founder of Eight Royale, Carla Truitt, was running to a meeting in Midtown Manhattan when her stiletto got stuck in a sidewalk grate. Her backup flats were too clunky for her bag. In that moment, humiliated, late, and underdressed, she saw the product. What she didn't see yet was everything that would stand between her and building it. Manufacturers who didn't believe in her, a budget that didn't match her vision, and an industry that wasn't built with women like her in mind.
Eight Royale is a luxury foldable flat shoe brand rooted in Washington, D.C. Carla launched it during a transitional period in her life and named it for the biblical meaning of eight: new beginnings, building, tearing down, and building up again. This episode lives inside that very theme. It's about what the press release doesn't say and what every Black woman entrepreneur needs to hear before she builds anything.
This is Issue Zero. Let's welcome founder of Eight Royale, my friend, Carla Truitt.
Thank you, ladies. That was an amazing intro for me.
Welcome,
I'm taking
Carla.
you everywhere I go. So, yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
We're really excited to have you and to hear just about your journey with Eight Royale. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about your story, your founding story, and how Eight Royale came to be? Give us a little insight into that.
Wow. Well, I don't even know where to start because it's been a labor of love. And I remember just feeling like something was missing, right? I'm going to all these meetings. I'm soccer mom. I'm artist management. I have, janitorial service. I'm running from point A to point B. And my feet are hurting. And they don't look good. I mean, I'm changing into other forms of, comfort wear that's not matching, where I'm going to next, whether it's a red carpet or a meeting. And I said, what are we missing? What can I do to help solve the problem?
Right.
And let me ask you this. When you say red carpets, tell us a little bit about that before you went into, tell us the story.
Yes, give us some goods.
Okay, well, if you really want to know, let's get into
it.
So, I mean, we call ourselves the soccer mom. So it really started from being in the industry. I was a former football wife.
Oh, a wag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here in Oakland. I mean, I met him in Washington, D.C. We born a beautiful son. He ended up playing football at a university. So I was dashing back and forth. And then ended up finding my way in the music industry.
Wow.
Was there for a very, very long time. Did artist management. I wasn't the artist. I was behind the scenes.
Okay.
And, that was exciting. And so when I realized that, yes, I'm dashing and there's a need again, what can I do? And I think I took the whole concept of thinking about what women needed for comfort and style and actually thought about the music business, like backpacking, the shoe line. And in the music business, you say backpacking, you're grinding.
What does that mean?
You're underground.
Oh, I see.
Right?
Okay.
So, and then you're in the lab developing.
Yeah,
so
right.
I felt like I was in the lab developing something. I just didn't know. I was thinking of, should it be a slipper? But we can't walk around with slippers on. And I was in these board meetings and I was watching women take their shoes off underneath the table.
Yeah, I've done that move many times.
I think we've all done that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm just, saying to myself, there has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. So I just started sketching and, look, they're out there. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just doing what I do.
Right.
And saying, well, if I like it, then someone else may like it too.
Right.
And we love them.
Yeah,
Oh,
and tell
thank
us,
you.
tell us what's unique about them, because people may not know exactly what is unique about your product, and that kind of sets it apart from just the regular, flat.
Well, one, they're cute.
Yes.
And
You brought a pair today.
I
Show us.
did. I did. Thank you.
Oh,
Right? My
lovely.
Oh,
Eight
I love
Royale
that.
logo on the back.
Very nice.
And, just when you were first developing, you go through a lot of changes.
Yes,
Right?
iterations and yes, samples.
It's
Totally.
samples.
Yeah.
Samples. So I was dealing with a manufacturer the first go around, and I tell you, it was a learning process.
Yes.
And so my first wave of production, it was good, and it's still good. But I felt like I could develop it better.
Right.
And I found my other manufacturer and all-woman team.
Oh, that's
love
awesome.
that.
And loved them. And they understood where I was trying to take the brand to another level. So when you ask me the question, well, what's different? I feel like my flat is considered on the luxury brand side.
Sure.
And, the sole is more durable. So now you can wear them longer.
Good.
And they still fold.
That's great.
So I think you get 2 in 1.
Oh, yeah.
Comfort
Absolutely.
and style and durability. So maybe that's 3 in 1.
Right.
And
Very
a lot
chic.
of thank you. Thank you. And they're comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a plush.
Right. And that's, as we, get a little bit older, and I'll just say this, like my grandmother used to say, always take care of your feet. And I never really understood that as a young person, but as I've gotten older, it really resonates with me. And I am a 98% of the time in the flats person. So I really appreciate that,
Thank you.
You thinking through the comfort and the wearability for women and solving that problem. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about where is Eight Royale now. I think we got your why of like why you started this and this problem that you solved. So where is Eight Royale now in its evolution?
So, first I want to talk to our entrepreneurs out there that is thinking about starting something but don't know how. And that's the first step of thinking about it.
Yes.
If you thought about it, then you have it.
Yeah.
And it's about staying consistent.
Yeah.
And I feel with Eight Royale, I found my voice in it.
Yeah.
And I also want to share that this is my anniversary year of
Oh,
Eight Royale.
happy anniversary.
Thank you. Of
Yes.
8 years that
Wonderful.
I've been doing this.
That means then we
Congratulations.
met right when you were starting it.
Yes.
Because this is our 8th year in October. So we met the year
Wow.
after. Yeah. Wow.
I
that's
know.
crazy.
I know.
That means the last time you were here was 2021.
2021.
Wow.
And that was my first batch. Yeah, my first line of production.
Well, we're honored to be in this
Thank you.
conversation with you
Yeah,
at an
thank you.
important time.
Yes.
It's
yes.
really wonderful because, most brands, at least what the statistics say, they don't make it past, some don't make it past a year.
Yeah.
And then very, very few make it past 5 years. So, that's really something to be very proud
Thank you.
of.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. And,
Yes.
and I feel like because I found my voice in this brand and in Eight Royale, my saying is, look, ladies, I love heels. We're not asking you not to wear heels or,
Sure.
Absolutely.
not buy heels.
Mhm.
So I believe walk in your power.
Yes.
Walk in your power with the heels on. But when you take them off and you put Eight Royale on, now you're stepping into your purpose.
Right.
Oh, I love that.
You are
That's awesome.
stepping into purpose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so Eight Royale was really birthed from being a cocoon,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And then
Yeah.
And then opening them up
Nice.
to a butterfly. And I feel that's what
Oh,
we are. That's what
yeah.
women are, butterflies.
Yeah.
And
and
we
I
can
think
fly.
definitely. I think that's so poignant that you say that because especially us as Black women, we get we almost have to carry so much on our shoulders as we have to support, parents, family, husbands, kids, nieces, nephews, etc. It's a form of comfort and wellness for us to have shoes like that, to be able to, you know, really give ourselves that little bit of self-care.
Absolutely. No, to have something that is chic,
Mm-hmm.
you can look good and feel good. Like that, for me, that's like the pinnacle of what I'm looking for. You
Right.
know, I've paid my dues in the heels. I've stood out, for hours in the strappy heel. And, it has its place in, and if you can still do it, that's great.
That's right.
My feet can't do it anymore. These feet have definitely an expiration time. I can maybe make it an hour or so in that type of shoe. But to be able to have a shoe that is chic and comfortable, that's everything.
No, I
Yeah,
agree.
and it's definitely a luxury, because you just, feel put together and also you're not suffering while you're in
True. I
that
mean,
shoe.
I say
Definitely.
my
Yeah.
toes are tender.
Yeah.
They're very
Yes.
tender now.
Yeah.
Right.
And driving and realizing that I'm in my 8th year of having a shoe line, I also realized that I have a brand.
Yes, you
I
do.
have
That's what
a
you've built.
brand. I
Yes.
have built a brand
Right.
for women to love, women
Yeah.
to enjoy, women to feel good.
Right.
Yes.
Not only look good, but feel good.
Yeah.
So, again, it's been a labor of love. I'm just excited to share it with everyone, and finally
Yeah.
people get to hear the story.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And we're happy to be that vehicle. And speaking of the brand, we'd love to hear about the I guess the part that we all hate to talk about, but the most important part, which is the finance part of it. And I know for me, starting what I started with the magazine, that's the bootstrapping part is the recurring theme that I hear with everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, myself included, in my brand, I'm bootstrapping as well. And but we want to learn about, what you're doing, how you, are handling that, and some of the current things that we've been seeing, especially in the fashion, because we're both in fashion, and just with the manufacturing and things like that.
Shipping,
Yeah,
tariffs.
just see how you're handling those things.
I'm glad that you asked that question, and again, we need more platforms like this to tell our story.
Right.
So, thank you. I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
With funding and financing. Everything has come out of my pocket.
Right.
It's my investment.
Sure.
I have filled out plenty of loans, looking for
Right.
grants. It's hard.
Very.
It's hard. I'm still trying to figure out who's getting it.
I know.
Where is it?
I know.
It's like a whole other job.
Yeah.
To fill out the grant and to figure out what every grant is specific to a specific industry
gosh.
or
Yeah.
so it's almost like it's a whole other portion of it that's like, okay, I want to focus on the passion and the love and
Right. And yeah, and I've seen actually some like chatter on social media where people are getting, like Black women in particular, Black women founders are kind of getting upset because they're spending all of this time and effort, energy, filling out these grant applications that are like 20 pages long, and they want every kind of backup and they spend all this energy doing that, and then the the money or the grant goes to some like more established. Right. And that happened with, and I'm just going to say it because it's fact, with the 15% pledge, that we saw that with this past year's recipient was somebody who was already in Sephora. And it's like, okay, so how much is that really helping if you're giving these grants to people who already are established? So,
and not only that, but I feel like sometimes these grants are just collecting data.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now I'm getting a slew of emails
asking you for loans.
Right.
I think we should talk about who's getting these grants, who's getting these loans, why is it going to, like you said, the established companies that already have visibility, and how are we going to tackle it? Because I am much about how do we fix this, because I see it in all of these, investors and, they all say the same thing, but then we don't see it actually happening, especially for bootstrapping.
Who's getting it?
Yeah, and I don't want to come down on the people that are getting it. I don't want to say they're not deserving of it. Maybe, they are. I'm just saying that the appearance that it gives is that it's not really giving a leg up to the people that need it, that really need the visibility, because if somebody is already in Sephora, they've already, gone through a huge milestone that a lot of people will have not gotten to. So why not give that opportunity to somebody who is lesser known? That's just how I feel about it. I don't have any insight into how they make the decision. I'm just saying the optics, I don't think
are not great.
Weren't great.
No.
I mean, who are the real startups? Like, we're startups.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
For real. Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
you have somebody that's already in Sephora.
I know. And like I said, so I don't want to, because I don't know the specifics about that business or that process. But I will just say that getting into retail space and getting your product on those shelves, that's a huge deal. And for someone to have already done that and then go on to win the prize just didn't.
It doesn't add up.
No,
it really doesn't. It really doesn't.
And so I was very fortunate. I mean, my first collection, I spent my own good money, and the second manufacturer that I found for the newest collection that is out now, I found a manufacturer that believed in my product. And because of that, I was able to start small. Because normally when you go to these manufacturers, they want hundreds of quantity.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
And luckily the manufacturer that I'm working with allows me to start in small batches.
That's wonderful.
So they're growing with me.
Yeah.
And you want to find a company or find a manufacturer, find that supportive vehicle that will grow with you along the way.
So maybe that's it. Maybe it's trying to find these companies that are actually doing that work and forming a network of people that are actually giving the support. And there's proof of it, like the smaller quantities or, the funds are actually getting.
And I think, at least for me in my journey, was I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't know that, industry or even the manufacturers I have vetted, turned out not to be, so great. So I think that it's great if you have maybe somebody that is on the inside that knows, that can kind of give you that inside knowledge, like this manufacturer is really good, they'll work with you, small quantities, things like that. You need to have actually a touch point, someone who's worked with that, So I just think we as Black women, we can't gatekeep.
Right.
We have to want to, bring everybody along
That's
good.
That's a
And,
good topic.
Yeah, just
That's good.
share the wealth, share the knowledge, right? There's space for all of us to win, and we don't need to compete.
To build, to grow, and to win.
Yes.
And to touch on the tariff part
Yes.
of this, I was worried about the tariff, but it allowed me to put more value into my brand. And that's what I've done. So to someone, that doesn't know about Eight Royale would say, wow, they're kind of pricey.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you see the quality that I'm giving compared to the quality that's already out there, actually it's too low. Okay.
Right.
The cost is low.
Right.
I could go up a little bit more.
Yes.
But I'm putting it into the brand.
Yes,
that's awesome.
which is so important.
Yeah.
And reinvesting into the brand is always very important, as well as making sure that you really continue to tell your story throughout the process and continue to evolve, right? You're going to have different collections. You're going to find better manufacturers, as you did, and you're going to evolve. So I think you're
Building
doing the
a
right
legacy.
thing.
Yeah.
Growing.
Growing.
And getting better and better and better. And, people are like, Carla, we didn't know you were out there. But what I find is so special about Eight Royale, that people are finding me.
Yeah.
And when they find me or find Eight Royale, they're finding something special.
Right.
And that's a great point, because that's how I found you. And I can't believe it's been almost 8 years. That's crazy.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So what's next for Eight Royale? Like what's the future looking like, and what do you have coming up? What's planned? What should we be looking out for?
Thank you for asking that
Sure.
question. I can't do this by myself.
Right.
And like I said, I was in the music business for a long time, and I believe in collaborations.
Yeah.
Collaborations make hits.
Yes, that's
not
true.
solo.
That's true.
So I'm working with some fancy people. Fancy people. And we're, good collection is getting ready to come out.
Exciting.
New styles,
Yay.
new colors, new look, and building on it.
Yeah.
So more accessories are coming with the line.
Yes.
And
That's very exciting.
So
we'll
I'm
make
excited.
sure to keep close and check you out when those things launch.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes. So I am trying to tell everyone pre-order, because it's going to go fast.
Okay.
Yes, pre-order. You can go on the site, which is 8 Royale, spelled out.
Okay.
EIGHT. ROYALE, 8royale.com. Yes, I have an e-commerce site, and I am at a boutique in Washington, D.C. that carries the line as well, the Zen Hotel. So go online, check me out.
All right.
Yes.
A peek.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
Absolutely well.
Yeah. So.
Well, don't forget to follow Carla Truitt on Instagram and all the social platforms at 8 Royale. And we thank you for stopping by today to listen to this show and the podcast, and look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Carla. It's been a pleasure.
Is yet to come.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We wish you the absolute best.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.